and Rumble. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Good evening. Thank you for being here. We are multi-streaming tonight on a variety of platforms. So thank you for watching from wherever you're watching us from. Tonight, we are announcing the winner of our Pain Pack Sweepstakes. So again, thank you guys so much for your support. 100% of the proceeds from everybody who entered goes to support Veterans for Child Rescue. So these companies donated these products to our sweepstakes. And again, we really appreciate your guys' participation and your support for our nonprofit and our mission to safeguard children. So check in, let us know in the comments where you're watching us from. I'm kind of going between two screens here because we're on TikTok and we're also on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and whatever else, Rumble. So let us know when you're checking in from. Say hi. Hi, everybody. Hi, cutie pie. It's super good to see everybody. We are about to announce the winner. So whether or not you entered on our sweepstakes, join and sip this tea with us. We're about to find out. Here with Forrest Seeley, who is the Executive Director of Veterans for Child Rescue. I think he's going to be joining me here on TikTok as well.
I've hit the request.
Oh, got you. We're multi-streaming. All right, I got you. If anyone else wants in the box on TikTok, let me know. We're just waiting for a few more people to join us. Hey, we got Horsham. Might need to mute one. There we go. All right, we got Horsham, PA, joining us. We got people from all over the country. Hey, everybody. It's super good to see all our volunteers and all our supporters here. So without much further ado, we received a variety of entries, and thank you so much to everybody who entered to win the Pain Pack. These products are designed to help you get out of pain and feel better and also improve your daily performance and mental and physical health. So it includes the Pain Pod 3 by painpodusa.com and also a stack of Pure Mana CBD, which is really high quality, possibly the best CBD on the market. And what it does, it also helps with pain and also sleep and mental health and all kinds of things. So we are using a service called random.org to select the winner. So we're not going to be just sort of choosing it randomly. We're going to be using this service. So I'm going to, drum roll please, enter the numbers here from 1 to 143. Drum roll, Forrest. In a few seconds here, we're going to find out who the winner is. So cross your fingers. 3, 2, 1. Number 19. So number 19 is Mr. Eric Wolf. Eric Wolf, you are the lucky winner of the Pain Pack Sweepstakes for Veterans for Child Rescue. So thank you so much to every single person who entered. And congratulations, Eric Wolf. We're super excited to send this to you. Forrest there is demonstrating what the Pain Pod is. Forrest, tell us a little bit about it, because I don't actually have one, but I'm very excited to try one. Oh, I think you're muted on StreamYard.
Okay, basically, you hear me now?
Okay, sorry. Okay, can you hear me now? All right. Basically, this is a TENS unit. This is a device. If you've ever been to the chiropractor or if you've been an athlete, you know, I played football all the way through college, so I was always on the table with a trainer or a masseuse, you know, working out my aches and pains. And so, unfortunately, recently I pinched a nerve in my back. I'm training for the Houston Aramco half marathon, and this is really screwing up my training program. However, my lower back pinched nerve. So I got this thing plugged in. I got a belt around my belly, and it's shocking me really good. What's nice is it's got 12 different modes. And the one thing about Pain Pod, if you go to painpod.us, I think is the website. They've spent a lot of time on their technology, because it's not just the amount of electricity that they're putting through your body, but there's various frequencies. And so there's 12 different modes. And one of the things, you know, for example, they do an athletic mode, they do a tapping mode. So if you subscribe to a tapping therapy, which is pretty cool, it'll emulate that same type of therapy. They have a couple of add-on products, like a belt that you can buy that goes around your waist. They have some feet pads that you can put your feet on. They got some glove attachments to put your hands on. They have a kneading. They have they have a device to hook to your ears. They got a device to hook to your face, all sorts of crazy stuff. What I'm really amazed about is I've been using this all day long. Okay. I haven't recharged it. This little unit, it'll run 2 devices simultaneously. It's got an A port and a B port. So you could have some sensors plugged into your back. You can have some sensors plugged into your neck, multiple places, and you can fire them up. Now, right now, I've been running for just one set of sensors on my lower back, but I'm absolutely amazed because I've used various these type of units when I go to the chiropractor. The funny thing is when I go to the chiropractor, I have them crank it way up to a very high setting. Whereas this little device, I'm amazed. Right now, I'm at about 70%, probably 60%, and it's very, I'm approaching uncomfortable because I like to crank it up to where right below my comfort level. Because in my mind, I keep thinking that the higher you go, the more work, the better it's going to be, more effective it's going to be. So, Pain Pod USA it's an incredible product. I'm very pleased with this. These guys are great sponsors. They spend a lot of time. They're actually a company out of Australia, and the team over there, they are just the bomb.
That's so awesome. I'm excited to try that out because I haven't tried it out yet. And I'm a big fan of all things like body work and holistic health related. But I know it incorporates a lot of modalities that are really helpful and also scientifically proven in terms of muscle stimulation, nerve stimulation, blood flow. Like there's a lot of nerdy stuff that I'm excited to try. So again, congrats, Eric Wolf. You won the Pain Pod and also a stack of Pure Mana CBD. So thank you to our sponsors who donated these products, and thank you so much to everybody who entered to win on the sweepstakes. So stay tuned. We're going to do more sweepstakes coming up soon. And also, if you or your company have a product that you would first of all like us to promote and also like to donate to us in order for us to offer it for the sweepstakes, please contact us because we would love to work with you. And of course, we appreciate the support for our mission. So on that note, we actually have some exciting updates for you guys. We have recently launched new merchandise. If you guys have seen, there's some new shirts and also new hats, and people are loving it. Thank you again for everyone who ordered them, especially over our Black Friday sale. We have a lot of people that are going to be able to rep their awareness and show off, their support for Veterans for Child Rescue. We also just launched our own coffee brand. So for people like me who are mildly addicted to coffee and who support our mission and what we do for children, now your morning roast can also help support what we're doing to protect children. So we have 3 different roasts, and it's ground coffee, so you don't have to grind it. It's freshly made. They're hand selected. They're really high quality beans. If you're nerdy like me about the testing and the quality of your coffee, this is definitely up to par. But they're also delicious. So they're ground coffee. We have light, medium, and dark roasts. So you can choose which one or choose all 3. These are really great for stocking stuffers and Christmas gifts. And of course, again, 100% of the proceeds go to support our mission. So you'll see them on our website. Go to vets4childrescue.org or V4CR.org. And under shop, you will see that the coffee is listed there. So we're really excited about that. We're definitely going to be showing you guys some more insights on it and some sneak peeks, and we really look forward to getting your guys' feedback about how it tastes. Tap the screen on TikTok or from wherever you're watching. Let us know in the comments. Are you a coffee drinker? Are you excited about this? Would you buy our coffee to support us? Is there anything you're like not sure about? Do you have questions? Are you a nerd like me and want to know about the testing and where it's grown? Let's talk about it. Hey, we're getting all kinds of party features on TikTok. Yay, everybody. But for real, guys, let us know. Do you drink coffee? Are you interested in this? We want to also produce products that you're already using. So it's not like an additional expense, but then a way that you can still do what you're doing while supporting our mission. Because as you know, we are a nonprofit. Fighting evil isn't cheap. So we appreciate your support. We're working on a lot of new operations and projects. And Forrest, maybe you can give some updates about investigations and counter trafficking ops. And we're involved with a lot of different projects right now. So there's a lot going on, but give us some of the latest.
Okay. First, I want to say the coffee, I can't wait to try that coffee. Kim and Craig have gotten me hooked on coffee. I'm 57 years old. I am not a coffee drinker, but in the last year, these two have, I'm kind of one of these people that I'm very polite. So Craig used to shove a cup of coffee under my nose and I drink it. And then Kim, she's got this she does some wizardry that really makes some cool coffee. I'm not going to give away her secrets, but yeah. So now I drink one gigantic cup of coffee every day now. So I'm burning through the coffee that I have. And as soon as I get done with that, I'm going to buy some of our V4CR coffee. So we thank our sponsors. We hooked up with some guys out of Arizona that I know they're really good at the coffee game. As far as what's going on in our world, we're kind of winding down the year. We're working on some stuff that's going to happen in 2023. There are some counter trafficking operations that we're working on. I don't really want to get into the details because that stuff, there's probably 3 different things that we're going to be focusing on rather early. And I can't get into the details because I don't want to give away our playbook, but we're really excited about these things. They're very, some of these things that we're doing are, I don't want to say the word difficult, but they just require a lot of planning and the right ingredients and the right number of players, etc. So we're excited about some of the things that we're working on. We're building our investigations team. This has been a difficult task because we're looking for what we call right fighters. We have a term around our team, and that is a right fighter. Okay. What I don't ask, none of us are perfect. We all have, I'm human. Kim's human. We all are just hardworking, trying to do the right thing. We don't claim to be righteous or perfect or anything like that. But what we do claim is that we're trying to do what's right. Okay. Every single day we get up every morning, we remind each other and we compliment each other on what is the right thing to do. And sometimes that statement, what is the right thing to do, is a complicated scenario. But I am confident that we have built a team that allows us to do that. So we're working on some counter trafficking stuff that we're excited about. Additionally, we are working on some projects. We're wrapping up. We're in the middle of our television show that we recorded this summer. We're in production. Our production team is currently editing. We've ran into some hurdles in that world, but I think we're past those hurdles. So on a daily basis, I'm getting emails and texts from our producer. And so that's a lot of fun because it's not my wheelhouse, but I'm happy to do it. And very grateful for the team that's working on that. We are also working towards some subsequent projects. We want to do a follow-up to Contraland. And as a matter of fact, we've gone through probably a half a dozen producers getting quotes and pricing and looking at ideas. And so we haven't made a decision. I've actually recently hooked up with somebody that, the thing about it is when you go to a producer or when you go to somebody that you want to work with a project, one of the things that we do is we ask is where's their heart? Are they a right fighter? Again, we'll never find somebody perfect. I'll never find another Craig Sawyer or a Kim or a Tyler, but at least I could find somebody who, whenever you trip and stumble, they'll reach over and they'll help you up. And whenever they trip and stumble, when you help them up, they'll reach up and grab your hand. So their team, their oars are in the water. They're rowing hard. They're trying to do what we think is right. So we're working on a follow-up. We're thinking a 10-part series follow-up to Contraland. The cool thing is we've got a ton of ideas. We've got some real opportunities on some stuff that we're wanting to do. Some of this is a little more complex than we've showed in the past. In my mind, our team, what we want to do is we want to move up the food chain. We want to be able to do more damage. In essence, we want to wreck this evil cabal. Okay. And how do you do that? Well, what you do is Craig often counsels us is if you're running a covert operation, if you're working for one of the alphabets and you're running a covert operation overseas in a village, the reason that it works for you is that nobody knows what's happening. So if you look at child human trafficking today, it's all around us, but nobody knows what's happening. So one of our primary directives is to expose this, put light on it, and expose all of the players. And so there are so many different levels of players, and of course, our team, we're ambitious. We want to go as far to the top as we possibly can. So we're working on some game plans to do this. And additionally, we're wanting to spread the word. We're wanting to reveal what's happening, because every person in this country needs to participate in this. Many of us, most of us have kids. Some of us may have not have born their own kids, but there are kids in their families that they claim. Okay. I've got 4 sisters. I got plenty of nieces and nephews. Those are my kids. Now I have 3 kids of my own, but there are team members on our team that may not have born kids. But I tell you what, you go mess with their nieces and nephews, you're going to lose a limb. So that's the attitude that we're wanting to propagate in society, is that everybody needs to stand locked arm and fight for their kids. So we're still fighting for those efforts. We're really growing our base with our volunteers, and we're really working out ways that we can do that. So on top of that, we've got our radio show, which is doing quite well. And, our radio show comes on every Friday night at 5 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. It's called Defending Our Children. This product is supporting our TV show. There's a lot of really good things. Our numbers are phenomenal. And I will tell you this, I believe that there's a higher power helping us, because I'm a knucklehead from Texas. I don't think it has anything to do with me. Now, Craig is a little bit different. He has a little more notoriety. But again, we work hard trying to bring in good subject matter experts to talk about various things that we can do to protect our kids and protect your kids. So we're very excited and pleased with our performance on that. And we're looking for some good things to happen in 2023. There's some early talks right now of some cool stuff that's happening. In the first quarter, we'll reveal. We've actually got a couple of really interesting projects in that regard. I don't want to be a little premature to reveal those things, but y'all stay tuned, because when we get into those projects, we're going to need your help. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be enriching. And it goes back to how, we're heralds. We're going to stand on the rooftops and shout out, these are our children. They are off limits. Mess with them and you will be destroyed. Merchandise, as Kim said, we just released our coffee. We're really focusing some of our efforts on merchandising. We're also focusing on our sweepstakes program, and we have Patreon. In our Patreon program, we're growing it. We got a lot of work to do on Patreon. Kim and Tyler have done a great job of putting that together. And so, keep up with those things. Kim, did I leave anything out?
We have, let me think. I'm just putting the website here for the new coffee and the merch. It's on veteransforchildrescue.org, and go to shop to check out the new coffee and the t-shirts and the hats and different things we have where you guys can wear it and support us. In terms of new updates, so we have Patreon, and for people who don't know what Patreon is, it's a subscription service where you get access to exclusive content. So let me break this down in a way that's safe for these platforms that we're talking on. Here's the gist. There are words we can't say and things we can't say on these big platforms, because sometimes there's this stigma or people who don't want us to talk about protecting children. And I'm being super nice about how I say that. But the sad thing is, as much as we're trying to raise awareness about this whole issue, we are often unable to really speak about it the way that people who want to protect children should be able to speak about it. So the reason to join Patreon is, number one, because it supports Veterans for Child Rescue, but number two, this exclusive content is the real raw stuff that we want to say and can't say, but we can only say it on Patreon. So we do a monthly call. It's like a Zoom call with Craig, for example, where you can ask him anything and he will answer. And this man has been through all kinds of interesting situations that are purely entertaining and educational, but you can also ask him about things you might be curious about, things you might still question, things you might be confused about, because there's so many misconceptions surrounding all of this. But in addition, he puts out different videos and content pieces that are exclusive to Patreon. So the link is in our bio. Wherever you're watching this, you can find Patreon. You can find Veterans for Child Rescue on patreon.com or go to the link in our bio to join us. So we appreciate you guys for being there. The other perks of joining Patreon is that you'll automatically get access to our Discord server. Discord, for those who don't know, is like a messaging platform. If you've used Slack or even WhatsApp and things like that, it's similar to those platforms, but it's more like a chat room / social network. So we use that communication platform internally for our volunteers and our supporters as a way to stay organized, as a way to let people know about new events and say, hey, how can we help you? This is what's going on. This is what we're doing. Even, online events or different community actions and things we can do. So 100%, if you want to get involved, there are so many ways that we appreciate your help. Go to our website, Vets4, so VETS number 4, childrescue.org or V4CR.org. You'll find everything there on the homepage. There are also 10 action steps that you can take right now that can help us. So if you're saying, how can we help? How can we get involved? How can I volunteer? Go to our website, make sure you understand what we do and who we are, and find a way. Choose one of the 10 things. Choose 3 of the things you can do tonight. By all means, donating is a huge support because we are a nonprofit and this is not an easy thing to do legally and the right way. But in addition, you can volunteer, you can do fundraising and events for us, you can write your elected officials and demand harsher sentences for predators and more protection for survivors. There are a lot of ways that we can all be a part of the solution. So takeaway here, in summary, check out our website if you want to learn how to be involved, if you want to volunteer or help out. Join us on Patreon for exclusive content and exclusive access to our Discord server, which is our secret messaging platform. We're also going to be doing a giveaway tonight in our Discord. Tyler, if you're still there, correct me if it's in Discord or is it in Patreon? My understanding is that it's in our Discord. So Discord is actually a free app that you can download and join. Again, the link should be in our bio wherever you're watching this, or if you're not sure, you can message us. Join our Discord tonight because for our Patreon members, you will be entered to win some of our new merchandise. So lots of reasons to join us there. If you're still not sure, message us and ask us and we'll help you out. We are definitely looking for volunteers. So again, anyone saying, how can we help? This is a volunteer organization. We have a nationwide network. There are so many things that you can help with, both in terms of, donating and man hours and different projects that we can help your assistance with. But there's also products and services, for example, things like graphic designers or video editors or scribes and data entry people. If you do any kind of service that you think might be beneficial to a nonprofit, or even if you're not sure, please do contact us. We have a volunteer form on our website under Get Involved. There's a page for volunteer. There's a contact form that you can apply, and there's also a lot of resources that you can download and use, like brochures and things that you can hand out in your community. So any questions, definitely let us know. Put your questions in the comments and we'll get to you. We also have our amazing moderators who are answering questions and everything as well. But yeah, if you are looking to get involved, there are a lot of ways that we can use your help. Peter Birdshaw says something I can't repeat, but that I agree with. Let me put it this way, guys. There is a lot of darkness here, and we are here to expose it. The way that you put the darkness out is by being the light. Let me let you in on a little secret that darkness doesn't want you to know about. Darkness is afraid of light. It's because the light banishes the darkness. It's because there's nothing darkness can do in the face of the light. It's because no matter how dark and thick and disgusting the darkness is, you light a match in that darkest place, and there is nothing the darkness can do to even touch that small flame. So we are here to ignite the world. We are here to light a fire that shines light on this darkness and makes it impossible for this darkness to exist. What we're doing is the light. So yes, this is a dark topic. Yes, this is hard for a lot of people to fathom. Yes, this is something that shouldn't be happening. And that's honestly so disgusting that no one should be okay with ignoring it and much less allowing it to continue growing and being the second largest criminal enterprise in the world. That's where we're at, though. That's the reality. So we can choose to ignore and hope it'll go away, and it won't. Or we can choose to take it on. We can choose to be the light. That is a choice. That's something that all of us have the opportunity to do. So if you're not sure how to help, by all means, please reach out. We are more than happy to address, to help you, to coach you, to offer you whatever you need. All of us are in this fight because we simply cannot. There is no other choice. There's not an option to just be like, sorry, I'm too busy, can't deal right now. That's how we feel. So if you're one of those people, if you're one of our people, please do apply to volunteer, because we definitely need your help and we appreciate you.
By the way, tomorrow night, our Defending Our Children radio show, we're going to have Chai Ling. Chai Ling was this is very interesting. We were very fortunate to meet her. She was the leader of the resistance in Tiananmen Square. Now, for those of you that are not, if you're a Gen X, you may know who she is. But if you go back in history and look at Tiananmen Square, this was a revolt against the government in China back in the late 80s, where a man stood in front of a tank and stared down the tank driver. It was world renowned. And many believe that this was the precipice for the fall of the Berlin Wall and the fall of the Soviet Union. And so a lot of folks that were part of that, Chai Ling, she had to flee that. After that, they were looking for her. They wanted to kill her. So she escaped. There were a lot of people that died in that massacre. So we were very fortunate to have such a lovely lady. So what a right fighter she is. So it'll be Friday night on AM FM 247 is our network. The way you can hear that is you can go to Friday night, 5 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. You can go to TuneIn and search for AM FM 247, or you can go to Apple Music if you do have a paid subscription. By the way, if you go in on TuneIn, it's free. But when you get the dialog box to put your credit card number, just hit that X in the top right corner and you can proceed.
Nice. You can also listen to the replays on our website. So it's vetsforchildrescue.org/radio. Or if you go to the homepage, there should be a little banner at the top that says listen to our weekly radio show. We have them all organized there, so it's a little bit easier to follow each one. But we've done about 26 episodes now, and it's a weekly event, and we've had some amazing people. Every single story is different. It's a really interesting educational journey to hear different people's stories and their perspectives, because there are people from all walks of life, all different kinds of stories, from the government intelligence community, military side, from the survivor side, from the therapist and healer type side. And then there's people involved with, changing legislation and policies and taking action in different ways in the world. So it's inspiring, I hope, to see that there are so many different people making a difference in their own way. There's not one type of person that's useful and no one else is. It's no, all of us can and should be part of the solution. So find what motivates you and let us know. Tell us how you want to help. Or if you're like, hey, I don't know how to help, but this is what I bring to the table. These are my resources. This is my network. We will definitely find a place for you. So without much further ado, if you join us on Patreon tonight, you will be entered into win to this giveaway that we're doing. We're going to be giving people some of our new merch. And then also, if you're a coffee drinker, or even if you're not, we just launched our new coffee. So it's on veteransforchildrescue.org. It's really, really good quality stuff. We have light, medium, and dark roast coffee. Amazing for Christmas gifts, for stocking stuffers, and even just to, make your mornings that much better. So I'm really excited to hear everybody's feedback on this. And yes, we did already announce the winner of the sweepstakes. We'll announce them one more time. Let me just verify this name here. Mr. Eric Wolf is the lucky winner of the sweepstakes. So we did a pain pack sweepstakes. Mr. Eric is a lucky winner. We will be emailing them and sending them the products this week. So thank you guys so much. Anything else to share, Forrest, or any of the volunteers we have here on our TikTok? What's up, NFT?
I think that covers it for me. I was just trying to go through my mind. Like I said, we're just trying to wrap up the end of the year. A lot of paperwork in our world where we have 50 states we're registered in. So I'm going through all the really fun registrations, and we just finished up an audit, and that's just so fun. And I'm getting prepared for next year, or planning for next year. We have a lot of really good stuff. Tyler and Kim have been working on our Discord channel, and Smurf and Mandy and the rest of those folks. My phone keeps just blowing up with notifications, and I'm scratching my head because I struggle to keep up with just texts and emails. So bear with me, team. If I fumble the ball on that, I will figure it out. So that's really interesting. What we're doing is we're wanting to grow our role for the volunteers. It's been very difficult in the past year. We came off of COVID, and after we came off of COVID, we basically were in the process of rebuilding the team, and we're doing that. And so we're looking at what the volunteers, what they can bring to the table, how they can be effective and participate in helping us with this fight. So I'm really grateful for my volunteers, my moderators. I'm telling you, it warms my heart every time I see some of the team members, some of the comments that they bring as I see them communicating. It's like they're fierce warriors. And I'm very grateful for their efforts. And so, 2023, I think, is going to be a great effort. 5-6 years ago, it'll be April of 2023. It'll be 6 years for Veterans for Child Rescue. And Craig Sawyer decided he was going to change his trajectory in life. He was doing work in Hollywood. He was on a path. And once he discovered that human trafficking of children was so prevalent in this country, he stopped. He put on his brakes. He set his own personal life aside, and he says, we're going to make a change. And he asked me to join that fight, and the rest of the team, he's asked all of us to join that fight. So I think 2023 is going to be a great year. And one of the things that we believe is happening is that the work that we're doing, along with many other organizations like ourselves, there's plenty out there, whether you're doing aftercare, whether you're chasing bad guys, whether it's awareness or training, this subject matter is becoming more prevalent. People are getting tired of what's going on, and you can see it in social media. Social media is a double-edged sword for us, but I see these mothers going to these every single day. I stop and I watch them at their school boards and their city councils, and they are just obliterating the staffs of these organizations, just really just ripping into them. And I'm doing it in such a graceful manner. And it's almost like I like to see somebody go try to remove them from that building, because they are strong, they're powerful, their words are they're basically printing out, hey, here's this book where you're showing my elementary school child how to masturbate. Pardon my French, I don't mean to use that word, but there are things on there that our kids, that they're kids. They need to learn how to play in the sandbox, ride their bikes, get skinned knees, that sort of thing. That's what our kids are supposed to be doing. They're not supposed to be learning about sexuality. They're not supposed to be learning about adult topics. Their little brains aren't wired for that. And so I'm very grateful for what we're doing. I think we are making a difference. We have a lot of work to do, because once we get the groundswell of this grassroots efforts, we're now pushing towards some legislation, and we have to have our policymakers. They need to start doing their job. And what is their job? Their goal, the policymakers' goal, is to protect our borders, to protect us. And they're not doing a very good job right now. They're too busy. Who knows? We could all spin off into a rabbit hole on that topic, but they're not doing what we elected them to do. And so that's what I'm very grateful for this movement, because there's a lot of people that are pushing towards protecting our kids and teaching. I keep telling people, anytime somebody will listen to me, I tell them our job as parents or is to raise our boys to be young men and our girls to be young ladies. We need to treat each other with respect. We need to understand boundaries. We need to understand what our roles as being good stewards to the planet, being good stewards as neighbors, being good stewards to each other. Those are the type of lessons that we should be focusing on. And so many of the volunteers, both mothers and fathers, we've had these discussions, and they are so happy to do this. And like I said, I'm very grateful for their efforts. So anyway, that's kind of the state of the union that I can recall off the top of my head. But again, I'm grateful for all you volunteers. Thank you for your efforts.
Absolutely. Thank you guys again for tuning in and for your support and for everything you guys do. Again, if you have any questions, if you're not sure how you can help, if there's something we can help you with, please message us. And yes, we will do our best to get them all. With your support, we can do a lot more. So again, thank you to every single person who's standing with us, to our amazing volunteers who are going above and beyond in addition to their crazy lives and whatever they have going on. We appreciate you guys. This matters. And if not us, then who? So we will sign off for the night, but make sure to join us on Patreon. You'll be automatically entered to win one of our new merch items. So get on there. So we will talk to y'all later. We hope you have a great evening, and thank you guys again. Bye for now.